Hello and welcome. We are at Belaire Elementary today with the 4th and 5th graders from Belaire, and we're so excited today that we have Rochel Blakemore, who is the manager of public affairs at Atmos Energy. And guys, their generosity, we have now this book right here. Y'all have it in your hands. Hank the Cowdog, Ranch Life, for every 4th and 5th grader in San Angelo ISD. Isn't that awesome? Yes, thank you. So today we're going to read Hank the Cowdog, Ranch Life 1 by John Erickson with permission from Maverick Books. So let's get started. Enjoy.
Hi everybody, thank you for being here today. I'm excited to read with y'all about Hank. It says Ranch Life, Ranching and Livestock. We're going to learn the difference between a ranch and a farm. So is everybody ready to get started? Okay, chapter 1. Greetings from Hank. It's me again, Hank the Cowdog. So you want to know about ranching? Well, you came to the right place. I happen to be pretty muchly an expert on the subject, and I probably know more about this ranch than anybody in the whole world. And we're talking about humans, dogs, cats, whatever, but especially cats. Cats think they know everything about everything, but they don't. Cats know everything about nothing. They're pretty dumb, is what I'm saying. So if you want to know about ranching, don't ask a cat. Where were we? Oh yes, I was fixing to tell you about this ranch. For starters, it's my home. It's located in the tippy-tip top of the Texas Panhandle. Wolf Creek runs through the place. Most of our country is flat to rolling, although we've got some pretty deep canyons up north. Oh, did I mention that I'm head of ranch security? That's correct, and it's one of the most important jobs in the whole entire world, because if it weren't for me, well, just think about it. There might not even be a ranch. It might have been carried off long ago by monsters and goblins, those same scary guys I bark at in the middle of the night. So there you are. A ranch without a herd of ranch security would be like, a head of ranch security would be like, I don't know what, but it wouldn't be much. Okay, so back to the subject. This ranch is my home. It's also the home of Drover, Pete, Pete, the you-know-what, Little Alfred, Baby Molly, and a bunch of cattle, some chickens, 13 head of horses, and a lot of wild animals. Oh, and did I mention Loper and Sally Mae? Probably better, seeing as how they think the ranch belongs to them. Their names are on the deed in the courthouse, don't you see, and they pay the taxes on the place. And what the heck, if they want to believe that it's their ranch, that's okay with me. Loper and Sally Mae live in a house at ranch headquarters, the center of our ranch operation. Ranch headquarters covers 4 or 5 acres, and that's where you find the corrals, also called shipping pens, the machine shed, the chicken house, the feed barn, and the saddle shed. We park our stock trailers behind the machine shed and keep the horses in the horse pasture. Ranch headquarters is where you'll find the security division's vast office complex. That's where I hang out when I'm not out on patrol or conducting an investigation. It consists of 2 big overhead storage tanks, one for diesel and one for gasoline, mounted on a steel frame. Drover and I sleep on gunny sack beds beneath the tanks, although I must point out that I spend very little time sleeping. Why? Too much work. Hey, running this ranch is a killer job, and we're talking about 18 hours a day. No holidays around here. No days off to go see your kinfolks. no overtime pay, just work and more work. No ordinary dog could stand up to the crushing responsibility. Y'all enjoying this so far? Yes. It's good, isn't it? Okay, so let's go on to chapter 2. A ranch is not a farm. Here's the first thing you ought to know about a ranch. It's not the same as a farm. A farm is mostly cropland, see, which means that the land is plowed and planted to crops, such as wheat, barley, rye, corn, oats, alfalfa, soybeans, milo, sunflowers, and cotton. Watermelons are grown on farms, and so are nuts, berries, fruit, and vegetables. I don't happen to eat vegetables. I mean, who ever heard of a dog eating spinach or carrots or Brussels sprouts? Who ever heard of a dog eating such stuff? All those crops are grown on farms, not ranches. So what do we grow on a ranch? You'll never guess. Go ahead, try. Nope, that's wrong. Nope, wrong again. I told you you'd never guess. We grow grass. The same grass that has been here for thousands of years, long before I came along. Our ranch is what you would call short grass country, probably because most of our grasses are short. And we're talking about buffalo grass, blue grama, wheat grass, and side oats grama, with a smattering of Indian grass, little blue stem, and sand drop seed in the rougher country. Did y'all know there were that many types of grass? There's a bunch, isn't there? I know it. Okay, those are your typical prairie grasses. Now, if you went up north, say to Flint Hills of Kansas or the Osage Hills of Oklahoma, you'd find mostly tall blue stem grasses. If you went down south, where it rains a lot, you'd find still other varieties of grass. Wetter climates grow a lot more grass than we can grow here on the semi-arid high plains. Our grass is short, but it's got a lot of strength in it. And that's a big deal if you happen to be a cow. See, cows make their living on eating grass. You and I could eat a whole trainload of grass, and it wouldn't give us one bit of nourishment. That's because our little bodies weren't designed to digest grass. And aren't we glad? Who'd want to eat grass for breakfast? Not me. Any of y'all? No. We dogs will munch on a few tender shoots of grass in the springtime, but that's just a temporary deal. It aids our digestion and freshens our breath, but for the most part, we leave the grass alone. The Case of the Tricky Trap has a scene where I eat a bunch of green grass, then ride around in Slim's warm pickup. Erg. I can't reveal what happened, but it wasn't pretty. Okay, that's your first 2 chapters of the book. How many of y'all are ready to go home and read the rest of it? There you go. They're good books, aren't they? Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for reading with me. And San Angelo, keep reading.